Hello students. Uh, the next tissue is muscular tissue. Now, the muscular tissue consists of muscles and they are found in every part of our body. Muscles contract and relax. That is the nature of the muscles. When they contract and relax, this movement helps the, this function helps the body in all its movements. So you move your hand or legs or walk, do any work, that is because of the movement of your body parts. That is only possible because the muscles contract and relax. There are following three types. The first one is voluntary muscles. These muscles are under our control or will. That means they will work whenever you want them to work. Like you want to pick up a pencil, so you want to do that work, so your hand is picking up the pencil and lifting up. If you want to write, then only your hand will write the sentence or words. So here it is under our control. So these are called as voluntary muscles. Hence, they are called as voluntary muscles. Their cells have many nuclei and striations or dark and light bands. Thus, they are known as striated muscles. The muscles of arms, legs are voluntary muscles. So, where do you find voluntary muscles? In the arms and legs. We can control them when we walk, jump, or run. Such muscles constitute about 50% of the body weight. So, 50% of the weight of our body is due to the striated muscles or skeletal muscles. These muscles are attached to the bones and help in the movement of bones. Hence, they are also called as the skeletal muscles. Now, see this figure. This is one skeletal muscle. It is also called as voluntary muscle. Now, you can see there are, this is a dark band, this is a light band. In between the two dark bands are light bands. So you can see dark light, dark light, dark light. These are the striations. Okay, that gives the dark and light band appearance. And see how many nuclei are there in one cell. This is one cell. It is a long, this is cylindrical in shape. You know what is a cylinder. So this is cylindrical in shape. It is long and it has got many nuclei in one cell. These are voluntary muscles. Now the second type of muscles is involuntary muscles. These muscles are not under our control or will. So they will not work because you want them to work. Okay. Hence they are called involuntary muscles. They are composed of cells with tapering ends and only one nucleus. They do not have striations. Hence they are also called as unstriated muscles. So they are present in the internal organs of our body such as stomach, intestine, lungs, urinary bladder. So all our internal organs have the involuntary muscles. They are also called as smooth muscles because they don't have any striations. Now see this figure. This is the involuntary muscle or smooth muscle because they do not work according to your will. So they are called involuntary. They don't have any striations. So we call them as smooth muscles. So these two ends are tapering, means becoming narrow and broad in the center. And it has got only one nucleus. Now the third type of muscle is cardiac muscle. These are special type of involuntary muscles. They are also not under your control. They are found only in the heart. So they are only present in one place, that is heart, and are also called as heart muscles. These cells, the cells of these muscles are short and striated. They are cylindrical and branched. They show rhythmic contraction and relaxation which helps them to pump blood to all body parts. Now if you see this is your cardiac muscle. So this is also cylindrical in nature, but compared to this, these muscles are quite short. They have only one nucleus and they are branched. Okay. And they also have striations, dark and light bands, but they don't work according to your will, so they are involuntary. So structurally if you see, they are similar to the voluntary muscles, but functionally they are similar to involuntary muscles because they are also involuntary. So we have three types of muscles in our body: voluntary, involuntary and cardiac. The next type of tissue is nervous tissue. Nervous tissue is present in the brain, spinal cord and nerves. It controls the body functions and is made up of long nerve cells called neurons. So the nerve cells are called as neurons. So brain and spinal cord are also made up of neurons. Each neuron consists of a cell body called cyton and a long thread-like structure called axon. The cell body contains a nucleus and many small thread-like branches extend from it in all directions. These are called dendrons, which further divide to form dendrites. Neurons join together and form the nerves. Nerves are connected to the brain and the spinal cord. So if you see, this is the structure of a neuron. So this is one cell in the nervous system, which makes your brain and spinal cord. So this contains, from here to here we call it as the cell body. It contains many thread-like structures. Here you can see they are all dendrons. Now each dendron is again branched. So these fine branches are called dendrites. And in the center it has got a nucleus. Because nerve cell is an animal cell, so it also has a nucleus. It will have cytoplasm and all the things which are present in the animal cell. But one of the thread-like structure extends down. It becomes very long and at the end it also branches. This long branch is called as axon, and the axon branches are called axon terminals. So this is the cell body, this is the axon. Have you understood the different parts of the cell body? Okay, and the axon. So this nerve cell or the neuron is the structural and functional unit of nervous system. So where do you find this? They are found in the brain and spinal cord and wherever nerves are present. And what do? They carry information from different parts of the body to the brain and bring back the information from the brain to different parts of your body so that they can do their work. Understood? Okay.